biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. This one is for all the marbles. It's the AFC champion New England Patriots and the champions of the NFC, the Seattle Seahawks. Wherever you are, welcome to America's great sports day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, Super Bowl Sunday, 195 different countries know all about it. They're watching, Greg, and for the players, this moment. They've built so much, and now it's here. A chance to take the field in the biggest football game of them all.
We hear all week from every team leading up to the Super Bowl. For the players that have been here before, there's such an advantage. You know what to expect. You know what pregame feels like. You know how to handle the emotions leading up to it. But for the new players, the new coaches, no matter how much you tell them, there's still an element of uncertainty that really doesn't hit you until that ball is kicked off. So who handles it better? Who's more prepared for this stage? We're a couple minutes from finding out, and man, I think we are in for a great game.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. And off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. Off the bootleg. Here's May. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, New England.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Kayshon Boutte was the one he was looking for. It's 2nd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Open man to Mario Douglas. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
They'll try to run for this. It's Stevenson, and he will have a Patriots first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
This has been a picture-perfect opening drive. You would have hated for it to get stopped there. Fortunately for them, they get a nice run on 3rd down, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Henderson, and he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Travion Henderson, touchdown Patriots. The first touchdown of Super Bowl 60.
Well, after 2 weeks of anticipation, 2 weeks of scrutiny, I'm not sure if you can start a Super Bowl game any better than we just saw here, Mike. I mean, to take that ball down methodically, play after play, and end up with a touchdown, it just allows you to settle into the game, settle your entire sideline, and take a deep breath. Now it's up to the defense to go out there and try to get a stop, and you just can't start a Super Bowl any better than that.
The kick is good. Makes the score Patriots 7, Seahawks nothing.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And, Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters.
A big play here in the big game. 71 yards.
And the Seahawks first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seahawks.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. And the Seahawks come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense going to take over now for the second time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Working out of the gun, it's May. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Now May. That's into the hands of Diggs. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Patriots first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw again is May. Short pass caught by Henry, the tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 14 yards on that pass play there. First down, New England.
And the Patriot first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Up the middle, it's Henderson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
It's the tight end Henry in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. May. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike. Make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Patriots.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And the Patriots are looking at a 1st and goal. He takes it all the way down to the 2.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
May to throw on 2nd down. To the goal line and in. Payshawn Booty. Touchdown, New England. Borregales now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Patriots will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14, Seahawks 7.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. It's Walker to start the drive. Still fighting. What a run. Shedding tacklers. Picks up 9 on the play.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and they have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Douglas in motion. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Open man is Douglas. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. May to the air once more. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Ernest Jones in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's May. That complete to Henderson. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
Remember, Mike, he's already had a touchdown earlier in the first quarter. And at the way this game has started off, it looks like this defense is going to have their hands full stopping this guy.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. He finds Cup along the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. First catch there for Cup, and he's got a first down.
1st and 10.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
We'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a first down.
All right, Mike, so the way they teach these screenplays to the offensive linemen is you got to stop the defender's feet. You just don't want him to get a free, clean rush to the quarterback because you're so worried about getting out in front of the back. Make him start his rush over again before you slip out. Ball gets dumped right over the rusher's head. Bang, now you're in the open field.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and a yard. Now, this looks like a design run, and he's going to be close to a first down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. The reception for Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. After a spirited first quarter here in Super Bowl 60. 14-7 is our score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Here's a jet sweep with Puck. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
33-yard line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
And that is incomplete.
So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. But I also can't hold it on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it was really more of the latter here where he's trying to hold on as long as he can. The pressure just gets to him a little too fast and the ball falls incomplete. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's May. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Leonard Williams in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive.
I can promise you, Mike, when this play call went into the headset of the quarterback, nobody on the coaching staff thought this play was going to result in a sack. This ball is expected to come out quick, wide receiver screen and do the rest after the catch. Something was thrown off with the timing, and quarterback had no choice but to eat it and gets taken down for a sack.
On second down, it's May. Diggs on the reception. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Stephon Diggs. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
To throw is May. He'll go right back to Diggs. He's got it again. And he's going to get this close to a first down, but he's out of bounds a yard short, and that's going to make it fourth down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On the ground, it's Walker. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. Darnold. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
So often we see on these deep passes, the defender lose track of the ball in the air. They then tend to panic, and it either leads to a big pass completion or a defensive PI. In this case, he stays in phase. He's able to break the ball up and prevent a big play from happening.
Throw right side, hauled in by Cup. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Seattle.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Nothing for a run after catch on that one. Out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And that's a thing of beauty. Out of bounds at the 6-yard line. The Patriots offense back onto the field for their next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Henderson. Much more room to run on this one. Pickup of 8, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
On 3rd and 2, it's May. He'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The Seahawks offense getting set to get back to work. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They run with Walker. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Robert Spillane spills them there.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Up the middle they go. He will get all the way down to the Patriots' 27-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Man, how nice is it to have a guy like this? He's your backup running back, but he's kind of a change of pace. He's got that home run ability, and he showed it there. That was a heck of a run.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Dump this off to Charbonnet, complete, and no chance to turn and go. That one's good for just a couple.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field, and this is a great example here why.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7, and he'll bring up 3rd down.
17-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. Exiting the pocket right. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the 1st down.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
Charbonnet is in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now the point after drop from Myers. The kick is good. And the Seahawks move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14.
Patriots 14.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This is fielded inside the 5. Across the 20, will mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Patriots offense ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And he's going to have a Patriots 1st down as the tackle is made right at the 36.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On 1st down, they go back to Henderson. And he'll now short this forward to the 37. Boye Mafe in on the tackle.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, here's May. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
3rd down, they need 5. Working out of the gun, it's May. Completed to Douglas. And he is very close to the 1st down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense headed back to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And there's defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
2nd and 11. Darnold to throw. Taken in right side by Barner. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
In motion is Barner. Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he's very close to a 1st down, out of bounds right at the marker. Spot is just a little short, so it is 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now as he is on to kick it for Seattle. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Henderson. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That's into the hands of Diggs. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. May going to look to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down, Patriots.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similar.
To throw on 1st down is May. That's complete to Diggs. Now the Patriots going to use their 1st timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
2nd and inches. Quick throw on the RPO is complete, and he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down. I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
They'll spot Henry open downfield. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
First down.
A gain of 24 through the air. First down, New England.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same.
And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Kayshon Boutte. Touchdown, New England. That his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
The extra point now for Borregales. He's got it. And the Pats move out in front by 4. It's 21-17.
Seahawks 17.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense going to take over just before the half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
3 at the 34-yard line.
Second down, they need 3. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. Timeout Seahawks, that is their second. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Here's Darnold. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Darnold to throw again. Looking to the left side, he's got it. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. So, 2 quarters down here in Santa Clara, the Super Bowl 60 halftime. Straight ahead with Scott Hanson.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Begins with a run, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. That's Carlton Davis bringing it into that one.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Darnold. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The Patriots offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They gonna hold on to this one. Oh, the ball's out. And the Seahawks have come up with the recovery.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 3. Throwing now is May. Pass caught right side by Henry. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Patriots first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
To the 20. So close to taking it all the way. They bring him down to 2, but it's 1st and goal from there. A big play here in the big game. 53 yards.
Let's be honest about it, Mike. Very few receivers these days are just pure receivers anymore. Almost all of them, they have a little bit of running back either in their background or how they're continued to be used today.
And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Demario Douglas, the intended target. And now 3rd and goal coming up. Out of the gun, here's May. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
So a sack is definitely not ideal, Mike, but the last thing you want to do down here on this part of the field is turn the ball over by forcing a play that's not there. So he sees time running out. He's got no choice but to eat the ball, but at least he can live to play another down.
On 4th down, out comes Andres Borregales for the Patriot field goal. This, about as short as you can get. That one is good. And the Pats will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Now Darnold. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First and 10.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
Handoff here, up the middle. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Christian Barmore on the stop. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
3rd down and 3. To throw is Darnold. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
And the Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
Shaheed with the catch. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Back-to-back gains of 10 yards. And back-to-back first downs.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Patriots 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Darnold now to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will cut the lead down to 4.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. decent field position to start this drive. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. A run, and this is Henderson. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Brought down by Ernest Jones. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll motion the slot man right. On 2nd down, it's May. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Third down, 3 to go. Working out of the gun. It's May. He'll get this out to Henderson. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Seahawks offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Darnold to throw. Over the middle, that's the tight end Barner. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
He'll step up and run. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Seattle.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
39-yard line.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Dump this off to Charbonnet, complete. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
Another Seahawks.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. What does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
And the Seahawks are looking at a first and goal. He takes it all the way down to the 2.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
They'll run here, and it's Charbonnet. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Zach Charbonnet. Touchdown, Seattle. That his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks go up by 3. It's 27-24.
Jason Myers.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Patriots offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll go play action with May. He's found his receiver, Butte. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
They'll run the sneak, and he will have a Patriots first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the 4th from Santa Clara after this. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And They're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it here, and he will have a Patriots first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, New England.
A gain of 12.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They run straight ahead with Henderson. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. And we'll get a whistle. Stoppage. An injured Patriot without question. Something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He's got it inside the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can. And now being 1st and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Henderson is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Rodriguez now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Patriots have taken a 4-point advantage.
Patriots 31, Seahawks 27.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
The Seahawks take over.
The Seahawks offense ready to get back at it.
38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Milton Williams on the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Flushed to his left. He's going to run it. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the 1st down.
It's a gain of 18. And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold.
Darnold's pass complete to Rashid Shaheed. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Here's a design run. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll go with the sneak. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Now a run with Charbonnet. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the 1st down.
And the key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what play's coming next. That level of unpredictability gives them the edge on any given down.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
8 yards on.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And he's in. Touchdown, Seahawks. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He gets it to go, and the Seahawks go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
Patriots 31.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, Travion Henderson. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Patriots offense ready to get back to work. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. May gonna look to throw. That complete to Henderson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A gain there of 15. Good for a Patriots first down.
Patriots.
And this is really an area, Mike, that he excels in. He makes the right decision to keep the ball himself, and then when he hits the hole, he doesn't stop until he picks up the first down.
On the ground, here is Henderson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Off the play fake, here's May. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. 13 yards on that pass play. First down, New England.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. You know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On the handoff, Henderson. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
He was taken down by Boye Mafe. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is May. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run. It's Henderson. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here's May. And that is incomplete. Austin Hooper was the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Shaheed now to return it. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Seahawks offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. Now, Darnold. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Tie game, 2nd half. Mistakes here can really decide the outcome of the game, so it's a really smart play. Nothing's open. Just throw it out of bounds. Live to fight another play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
12 yards to go.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You certainly don't want to be wasting downs at this stage of the game, but with nothing open, I can't really blame him. There was really nowhere to go with the ball. You don't want to start throwing into tight coverage, and he just has to simply throw that one away.
Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. Important punt here in this tie game late. On the return is Jones. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Patriots offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. We're all even. Fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. Left side, he's got Henry. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Now on 2nd and long. May gonna hold on to this one. The defense not biting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him. And in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments in the game where you need your best players to step up. This guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
To return, it's Shaheed. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Defense. Automatic 1st down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Now the Patriots going to use their 1st timeout. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. This is 1st and 10. To throw now, May. There's that man again. Another catch. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
1st down, Patriots.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. To throw is May. He'll get this out to Henderson. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. To throw again is May. Good pass caught by Henry, the tight end. And he's taken down, and now they can take this all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try. A lot riding on this play. High game, final minute, third down. That is caught at the 3. And he's close to the goal line. Won't have the touchdown, but he does pick it up on third down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike. And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. From his own end zone, Rashid Shaheed. And he is going to be taken down, and that is going to do it. And there it is. The new record holder for most Super Bowl wins is the New England Patriots, champions for the 7th time. Wow, you talk about a compelling Super Bowl. That's as good as we could ask for, Greg. A struggle, tight till the end, but ultimately, one team had a little bit more, and they are now the champions.
And as in the case in so many Super Bowls, Mike, your entire franchise, and for a lot of these players, their legacies are altered by a play here, a play there. This could have been a totally different outcome, but let's give credit to the champs. They made the plays when they needed, and that's NFL ball, and I'll tell you what, they're going to enjoy this celebration.
So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports. For our entire team, and with my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, good night from Santa Clara, California.